How's it going, everyone? In today's video, we got this monster. Let's turn it on. So it's definitely not loud, right? It's definitely not loud. It can't be that loud. It doesn't seem that loud, right? Definitely not too bad. Very quiet. Pretty sure it's definitely gameable with. I don't know. Definitely gameable. I'm pretty sure we can play cs2 with this. I don't know. What do you guys think? Think we can play cs2 with this? Do you think my team will like it? I don't know if my team would like it very much. Well, we're gonna find out. This is an HP Proline ML350 G6. Oh yeah, look at everything in there. So much. This motherboard is absolutely massive. Like, absolutely massive. So in each of these CPU slots, we got X5570s, which are Xeons. They boost clock to 2.93 gigahertz. Nothing crazy. Just 4 gigs of RAM in each, more or less just for testing, as we do have a GT610 as well. But as you can see, everything is absolutely monstrous. It does have redundant power supply, of course. These are 750s, I believe. Yep, these are Max 750s. These are beautiful. These work. I'm pretty sure these aren't too expensive either to grab. They're only like 60 bucks, maybe. Like, they're not terrible, I believe. They could even be a little cheaper now. That was last time I was looking at it, which now that I have this, I don't know if I need another one, to be honest. Oh, it would be nice to have redundancy is always nice. But more or less, we're just looking for playing Counter-Strike 2 today. So redundancies are least of our worries. This is not technically fully. I will not be able to fully kit this, which is only because I don't have enough RAM. These RAMs are what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's 9 each. So I need 18. I don't have 18, and then they gotta be all either ECC or non-ECC. This motherboard can run ECC or non-ECC, which is kind of nice. I believe sometimes, not all of them do work. It does have full PCI Express X16 here, just X8s here, 2 more X8s, and then there's multiple more X8s at the bottom here. More or less just for adding in like RAID cards and that. This, again, probably no need for that. Right now I do have it. Right now it is fully loaded with 4 Seagate 2 terabytes. Yeah, they're only 2 terabytes. I'm not rich, so until I can get the money to afford more terabytes, 8 terabytes in this config right now is just fine. Nope, come on. Also, it's not technically fully equipped. So you get these in servers. You get these dummy guards. It's more or less like, so you can actually hold extra screws in the back too on some. Like, they got parts so you can, if you actually look and know what you're doing on these, they come with like extra spare parts and stuff like that too. but these are just dummy guards for airflow. So if you do have one of these ML350s, I do believe the ML350s, G5s, G6, and G7s. Don't quote me on the G7s. The G7s I do believe look fairly similar to this one, but try to keep all the dummy guards in if you can. It will help pull the airflow through the hard drives a bit better. Even if there is no hard drives there, it will make it so it's more of a pull pressure through the spots in which you'll get to your actual components that need to be cooled, instead of it, let's say like mine here. Mine only has 2 fans in the back and 1 up here. This one right here technically was down here, where it was cooling these components down here more. But since I added in the secondary CPU, since this one only came with 1, yes, I did have to order myself another I'll call it another CPU cooler here. I did have to order another one from eBay. You can't find them on Amazon. They're far and few now. Also with this one here, like, I get my stuff used or from like scrap yards and stuff like that, so I'll fix them up, and then I try to get stuff as cheap as I can. I try not to spend money on the stuff that really matters. Let's say like my daily here, I would spend the money on the SSD. I spent the money on the GPU, the CPU, the motherboard, and all that. I got secondhand. Like, it's nothing. Didn't even work. Just I was able to solder on parts to make them work. Boom, done, fixed. Same with this. This right here came out of a scrapyard. So yes, it was broken. So as you can see, actually you probably can't see, but one of those clips that holds down the retentioning clip, the actual clip itself came off, which means I have to get a new whole new bracket. Basically I have to take it off. Like, it's actually a pretty big process too, but to find those, it's impossible to find. Like, the only way I could replace it is technically getting another full motherboard. Nice thing about these is removable motherboards. You can just hit right there, yep. So the tops, so on the top of these here, you can simply just unscrew those, unscrew that, and then what you can do is just you're gonna have to probably move one of these fans, but you can literally just pull out the whole motherboard, and the whole motherboard will come on a tray. You'd have to disconnect everything, of course, but you can literally pull the whole motherboard out of this. The back's all protected. It's all steel on the back of it, so that's kind of nice. So yeah, like I said, I got this from a scrapyard. Awesome, you know. Just had to fix up a couple things. Like I said, this bracket here broken, no problem. All I did, and it works just fine. It gives it so also with these systems here, if let's say the mounting pressure is not right on these, it will throw an error. There will be errors. It just like a mounting pressure or something that's gotta be right. So what I did was I melted it in multiple spots on one side here while I had this piece in. I just put it up, pushed it into technically the depth that I saw on this side as well, pushed that up, melted and folded over the plastic. Then I grabbed some more plastic and melted the plastic, more plastic on top of the melted plastic, just to thicken it up as well. I will show it closer up eventually, maybe, we'll see. It's not something fancy, it's just making it so it works. This is going to be my actual server, my storage server that I'm going to be putting on all my videos and that eventually. So I do want it to be fully redundant. Right now, I'm like I said, I'm just storing. I'm literally just storing Right now I'm just storing all my stuff on 2 terabyte hard drives. After I make my videos and that, I'll just plug one of these bad boys in, plug it in, transfer over all my stuff, and then I'll just keep it all on a hard drive, all offline for now. There's no need to be online. It can hold multiple 2-inch, 2.5-inch drives. I do not recommend the 2.5-inch hard drives. I'm sorry for the people that do like those. It's just not my style. I've read too much on them that they've failed way too often. I would love to go to Coxia at some point. Coxia would be, if I could find them used cheap, I would go after a Coxia SSD, which, if anyone knows about them, that's just the way to go. So what I'm hoping is, like I've tested in the other videos, is 8 gig. The recommendation for Steam's recommendation for cs2 is 8 gigs of RAM. From all the tests that I've done so far, 8 gigs is just fine. The more or less the power you're gonna need is the CPU and the GPU. Steam is saying 1 gig. A 1 gig card can play CS2. If you want to play CS2 above 60 frames, this 2 gig won't even do it. Like, this 2 gig won't even do it. So right now I just got like I said, all my hard drives all into my custom hard drive bay holder, since I don't have any HP ProLiant ML350 G6 hard drive cages for this. I just don't have any. Like I said, I got this from Scrapyard. The best it had was 1 CPU and no RAM and no GPU and nothing, and it didn't even work. So I kind of want to turn it on for you. So, yeah. And yeah, I use industrial cords in all my PCs. It's just better to use. Should turn it on, to be honest, since it hasn't been turned on for a while. No, okay. Alright, let's see if this thing can play CS2. Hit that like, comment, and don't forget to get her done.